old friend of mine that I haven't seen in like over a year, almost a year, over a year, either over a year or just under a year. A while. It had been a while. So I went and got dinner with them. It was really nice to catch up and just like hear about how they're doing and what they've been up to and all that. It was super nice. It was real nice. And then yesterday, I went and saw a good friend of mine that I haven't seen in a couple months. We've been trying to make plans. I've been trying to make plans with this friend on a monthly basis because like we're good friends. We've known each other since we were like 12 years old. So he's like a brother to me, and I've been trying to make like a commitment to see him more, but it just hasn't been working out. But finally, on yesterday, we got some lunch together. We went to this ramen place, and it was called I don't remember what it was called, but it was really good. It was super good. I was really craving like Japanese food and like ramen in particular. And I was like, hey, do you know any ramen places? And he suggested this place. I drove out there and it was so good. Like I got like this tonkatsu ramen and the broth was just so like, I don't even know how to describe it. Just, it was delicious. It was so good. It was so good. You've yet to try legit ramen? It's one of the things you gotta do. Like once you've only had the cheap stuff, yeah. It's a completely different thing. They are not the same thing. If you ever get the opportunity, I highly recommend it. If you get to like a good ramen spot, it's so good. You get the noodles and the broth, and you get the different toppings on it. Oh, man. But I had this tonkatsu ramen, and the broth was so good. It had like a slice of pork in it. It had like a boiled egg, and scallions, and bean sprouts, and there's something else in there. I don't know what it was, but it was really good. It was so good. If you have never had like a legit bowl of ramen, I highly recommend it. Do it. It's so good. It's so good. Soup. Soup. Let's see. Got the social things going on? Yeah, and I made plans today for another social thing next week. I'm gonna see some old friends of mine. And yeah, look at me. Look at the introvert getting out there and seeing people. Look at me. I don't know why these dogs are screeching. Let's see. Got things in well. More baby. Oh god. They are no. Oh, I'm not gonna talk about the babies. I don't want to talk about the babies. Let's see. You rather used to do them? Haven't got into it? Yeah. Well, maybe we might inspire something. I'm looking at this thing. I have it right in front of me. I'm looking at this thing and it's a little anxiety inducing because there's a bunch of numbers just like everywhere and it's like I feel like I'm in a math class. But we're gonna try. Actually, let's go over here. So I bought this set. It was on clearance. I was just like killing time in like in a hobby store while I was waiting to get my car maintained. And this was on the clearance rack. It was like $10, and I was like, you know what? I've been wanting to do this for a while, so I bought it. And I don't know if you can tell. Let's see if I can hold this up. But you can see like all these little dots. They're numbers. Look at all these fucking numbers, and I gotta paint all of them. It's a lot. There's a lot of tiny spaces, and it's a little overwhelming. But I know all I gotta do is follow the numbers. I mean, how hard could it be? How hard could it be? You know, how hard could it be? But I originally thought that this was two different images in one set, but apparently it's actually one large image that's been cut in half. So it's supposed to be like a Paris scene with the Eiffel Tower in the background. This is what it will hopefully eventually look like, as long as we don't yuck it up. And yeah, but I'm debating whether we try to work on all of it or if you just do half of it today and then do the other half another time. I'm not sure. I haven't decided. But yeah, it also came with, I don't know, like this, it came out with a printout. It came with the printout of the whole thing. And like, I don't know if I'm supposed to refer to this